Grace of Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a fabulous orange scented panna cotta with a really easy cranberry sauce. It is such a good recipe, perfect for your Thanksgiving table. If you're looking for something different, perfect for Christmas. Anytime around this time of year is just lovely. And the great thing about this recipe too is that it doesn't require an oven. It just needs to set in the fridge for a while so that you can just kind of set it and forget it, and you have a beautiful dessert ready for you whenever you're ready for it. So let me run you through the list of ingredients because it's really not that much. You just need some half and half heavy cream, granulated sugar, good vanilla extract, orange. This is some white chocolate chips, the best quality you can get your hands on. You need some unflavored gelatin, and you're also going to need some, of course, fresh cranberries and a little bit more sugar, and that's really it. Now, let's get started. In my saucepan, actually what I'll do first is this. I've got a little bit of water here in a bowl, and to it I am going to sprinkle over my unflavored gelatin. Now this basically helps set the panna cotta, because panna cotta really, it translates to cooked cream, and all we're doing is cooking up some cream, and then it's going to set in the fridge, and it's going to be the most beautiful, luscious velvet texture you can ever imagine. So I'm going to set that aside because I don't need that for a few minutes. And in the saucepan, I'm going to add my half and half and my heavy cream and my sugar. You notice I haven't turned anything on yet. And I'm going to need a little bit of orange zest, not the juice, just the zest. So I'm just going to grate, I would say, this is a pretty small orange, so I can probably get away with a whole orange zest here. But if your orange was really big, then I would just do half, because you're looking for about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of orange zest. Now remember, I mean, I want that orange flavor here. It's going to be, you know, one of the main ingredients is beautiful, citrusy, fresh, wintry scent of orange. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole zest, because like I said, it's pretty small. And now all I'm going to do is bring this to a simmer. And I'm going to cook it on about medium-low heat, just long enough for the sugar to dissolve, and that's it. So this is pretty much exactly where I want it. I can start to see some bubbles coming up around the edges, like right over here. If you come close, you can see some of those bubbles right up there. So I'm going to turn this off. The sugar has dissolved. The orange, because it's been hit by that heat, now it's just fragrant and wonderful. Now I'm going to add my chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and a good splash of homemade vanilla extract. Now, if you're not using vanilla extract, you can just see mine's full of vanilla beans. Then do use some vanilla bean paste, because I think that makes a world of a difference, and I want just the very best here because it is for a special occasion. Now you take this rather strange looking concoction and you add that right to the hot mixture, and all you're going to do now is just carefully whisk all of this together until your gelatin has dissolved completely. It will not take very long. You just want to be patient, and you want to make sure you turn the heat off, because you don't want to scorch your chocolate, and that's going to add just another really lovely kind of sweet vanilla note to this. That's going to make it a little richer, a little sweeter. We're going to indulge a little bit because it is the holiday season. So I say you go all out. That is perfect. Just try to shake off all of the orange. Now, it's going to be hard for me to tell you how many this makes, because you can make little shot glass, you know, really small portions for a little holiday party or something like that, and you could get about 20. Or you could get 6 to 8, depending on how big your serving dishes are. I'm hoping to get about 8 out of this mixture, 6 to 8. Let's do, well, we'll see. We'll see how it looks, because I like a really generous dessert, even though this is quite rich. I managed to get about 8 servings out of mine, which I'm so happy with. And it's something else I wanted to mention too. When it comes to a holiday get-together or a party or whatever, don't go out and buy all matching of the same thing if you're only going to use it once or twice. Go in your house, get, mix and match your cups, mix and match your dishes, because liberating. Not having to worry about everything being so perfect allows you, the hostess, to have a good time. So see here, I've got two other little glasses here that don't match, but it's gonna be beautiful on my table, so I don't worry about it a bit. Okay, now this is gonna set for a bit. I'm gonna work on the cranberry sauce even though I don't need it right now, but I wanna kind of get it out of the way because it needs to cool. So in this pan, I've got fresh cranberries. I need lots of sugar. And then I need the zest of 1 orange and the juice of 2 oranges. And then all I'm going to do is cook this and for about, I would say, a good 20 minutes or so on about medium heat. And then I'm going to strain it, press it through my strainer, and then that beautiful ruby colored juice is going to go into the fridge to set, to cool along with the panna cotta that needs to set. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm going to put the panna cotta in the fridge. I'm going to cook my cranberry mixture, like I said, strain it, and then pop that into the fridge as well so that it all gets done at the same time. And I'll show you what it looks. I'll show you what the cranberry sauce looks like. The sauce, the beautiful liquid that's going to just be so perfect on the panna cotta. Once it's cooked, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, my cranberry sauce has been cooking for 15 minutes, and if you want to, you can cool this as is and top it on the panna cotta, and it's fine. But I'm gonna strain it because I want a really lovely, I want just a really thin layer of the cranberry, like liquid almost. It's fabulous. So I just kind of strain it a little bit at a time, and do be careful because it's really, really, really hot. And then just take a spatula, a heat-proof spatula, of course. You see that? You see that beautiful ruby syrup? That is what I want to adorn on top of my white chocolate and orange panna cotta. It is just really the kind of stuff that I just dream about. I love the texture of the two. I just think this is fantastic. And then I just discard the cranberries. Now, don't you dare get rid of those cranberries because you can add that mix to muffins. You can add it on top of yogurt, on oatmeal, on anything. This is good stuff right here. I'm gonna fold mine into muffins and I'm gonna make my orange cranberry muffins, which I do have a recipe on my website. So waste nothing. Once I have strained all of my sauce, I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna put both things into the fridge to set for a few hours, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all ready to eat. My panna cotta has set completely. Now I want to walk you through something really quickly because I did fail to mention that I was going to do that. So basically, once you put the cranberry sauce and the panna cotta in the fridge, after 1 hour, the panna cotta will have set enough so that you can top it with your cranberry filling, because with your cranberry sauce, because cranberry has got a lot of natural pectin, so it starts to harden and set really easily. So you want to work with it quickly. So as soon as it's cooled, you want to make sure you give it a good stir with your spoon because it will kind of harden a bit. And then you just top your panna cotta and you put it back into the fridge for a few more hours to set completely. And now it's done. I like to top mine with just a little bit of shaved chocolate, white chocolate. You can add cranberries to this. You can top it with mint if you want to. You're taking it into Christmas, territory by that point, but not that it matters. But this is perfection. I love the texture. You can see it's really lovely and well set. It's so bright and delicious. It's like it's like an adult Jell-O or something. That's the texture of this. It's perfect. I love the way this looks. I love the way it tastes. I love how easy it is to put together. And the combo of the really sweet custard with a slightly tart topping, perfect. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com for the written recipe. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.